Hey guys, so in this little video I'm going to show you how to make a scatter graph in Excel. So first of all I'm going to need to take the data across. I'm going to paste it in and I've got my different spring extensions. Make sure that I'm just going to delete that row. Then I'm going to make my graph. So I'm going to highlight the data and I'm going to go to Insert and Chart, and I'm going to choose a scatter chart, which is this one here. Have a look. Let's do an XY scatter now. What I don't want to do is put in the lines between them, because the lines don't actually mean anything in this instant. I prefer to get a line of best fit. So I've got this one here. I'm then going to start to change some of the settings. So to start with, I'm going to change the chart title. Chart to show how a spring extends as the mass suspended upon it increases. Good. And then I'm going to add some axes. So in order to do that, I need to click on the chart, click plus, and then I'm going to pop in the axes titles. And as I hover over here, I want the primary vertical, primary, that's fine. And then the important thing also is to remember to put your units on your axes. Extension, brackets, millimeters, and correct, and mass in grams, mass in grams. Now what I'd like to do is format the grid lines. So these are the grid lines in the background there. And I'm going to error bars, trend lines. Grid lines are there, and then I can add in the minor grid lines as well. Fantastic. So that'll allow me to more accurately read the points of data. Now, what else is missing? I think that's good actually in terms of the content of what's on there. What I'd like to do now is I'm going to format the things that exist on here already. I'm going to start with the data series, and in particular the markers. So here I've clicked the data series, so I can go down to series options, and I'm choosing the Spring A extension, and then I'm going to choose marker. And then the marker options are down here, and I'm going to change my type to a built-in type, and it needs to be a cross, which I think is this one here, the cross. Maybe I increase the size a little bit, and I'll need to do the same with the other series. So I'm going to then go to built-in, drop that down to a cross, but this one here I'm also going to change the colour to be a dark grey. Brilliant. So I've got the two here. I'm going to edit these, I believe. I think I can right click on them and format data series potentially. Maybe not. Format legend, text options. Legend options, legend position. I'll need to come back to that and check. I'd like to add a trend line now, so I'm going to go to the plus and I'm going to add trend line, and I'm going to do it for Spring A. Now Spring A is linear, so that's quite easy to format. So it was the trend line 1, there we go, and I'm going to go for the trend line options, and here it's a linear progression. Trend line B, however, it goes past its elastic limit, so at that point I'm going to need to add a trend line and the trend line needs to be polynomial, I believe. So I'm going to go into there and go for, it's going to be polynomial, and if I increase it to order 5, that seems to fit. Order 6 is an overfit, so 5 seems to fit. and maybe I could just change some of the formatting of those to match the colours, so therefore that needs to be a lighter grey, and this one here would probably best be a lighter blue. And then finally I'd like to change the point that the graph goes up to, and to do that I'll need to go to the graph, and then I'll need to set the maximum to be, I think it's 200. I'd also like to set both trend lines so that they set the intercept to be 0, and this one here is also, the intercept needs to be 0, and this one here I'd like to display the equation on the chart. Brilliant. Finally, so I'd like to change the name of the series, and so to do that I'd like to just have instead of linear and poly, I'd like it to be spring A and spring B. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to select individual parts that I want and don't want. I'm going to add, then I'm going to go back and I'm going to add my legend. The bottom. And then under, I'm going to go to select data and I'm going to edit my legends. So spring A can just be replaced with spring A. Okay. And then spring B can be replaced with spring B. That's the names of them. And then okay, and then I'm going to delete the ones that I don't want. So I'm going to delete that one, and I'm going to delete that one. And now I've got spring A and spring B. And hopefully it looks very similar to the chart that I've given you. And so what I've got here is all of the things that you need to do to produce a chart for science in Excel.